I really think you guys already had offerings of a little something to eat. Marty and Stripe have been in and gone back out, although it's raining out there, so I'm not sure they're going to be too happy that they didn't stay. Don says we're up to 1 inch now. I guess last night when he measured, he hadn't emptied. And, yeah, you just wait up there, bud. Just wait. Just wait, honey. There's no reason. The other guys are in the cat hotel. No reason for Tux to come off his perch. I'm not ready to go out the door yet. I will thank the clouds for stopping raining while I'm actually out here. Although I have put their food in the cat hotel because there are no hours today that don't have a chance of rain. And yeah. So last night, right around dinner time, and I really wished afterward that I had filmed it, but I didn't. This bowl looked really dirty after it rained. And I came over to it and there was a lot of soot in it, what I think was soot. Now, I'm not saying there was a lot of particles in the air yesterday, but maybe there was a lot of particles on the tree leaves and stuff that got washed off. So I came out and I refreshed all the water because it really didn't look good to drink. It was beyond the, like, this is just some of the flower petals from the tree. No big deal. Tannins. It was beyond that normal after rain, the water doesn't look good problem. Anyway, this is all dirty from the raccoons, so I'm definitely going to refresh it. The other two I think are okay. Poor Marty's scared to death. I never seen him move so fast in all the time I've had him. I was in the backyard and I turned around and that large shepherd looking dog with the blue eyes was back in the yard. And Marty goes to that spot now every time he comes. Morrison, Tux, they hid underneath the ferns in the back window over there. I don't think it got any of the food, but of course it's coming for food. It's normally not out here this early. Anyway, it's upsetting. My guys are afraid in their own yard and I don't like it. And he costs me money when he eats all my food. And I don't even know if it's because he's hungry or if it's just for, you know, sport. You stay up there, Mart. Panther was in the gas grill, but he's come back out. Well, you be very glad you're inside because, hey, that doggy came past that you don't like. Well, as I would have suspected, when it's not super warm out, we can feel the coolness coming out of Ruby. There is, you know, cold air coming into the car.
And it's dry. You can tell that it's doing something.
Right. The compressor is working. Doesn't mean it's not low though, and then it won't. That doesn't need service. I didn't make an appointment yet. We're in Ruby. We're headed up to South Park. We're gonna walk around the track. It's poured and stopped several times. The dog seems to have left the area. The cats know how to get away from that dog, and also that dog doesn't seem to hate cats. So I'm not happy about it, but I'm not terrified about it. Mostly just angry that the dog eats my food and makes my cats afraid in their own yard. But anyway, it's 9 o'clock. We're gonna get in some semblance of a walk, and then you know, I should be okay driving Ruby today. There's not going to be a lot of solar gain. I want to drive my car to go to the chiropractor and my usual shopping.
Yeah, it's probably low pressure switch or something, because on a really hot day, it's probably when it's not going to work well.
You don't have your weight vest on. Are you happy?
Yeah, much.
We don't usually wear them when they might get wet. And we've both just got on a hat, but we've got a rain jacket in the car if we think we need it. But Don's headed to the dentist.
Oh joy.
When we get home, which is, well, anyway, we talked yesterday, and if I was going to be hot and getting groceries, I was taking Jules, so there was no concern about cooling the car home from Cary, which is a 30-minute ride. But even though Don was headed to the dentist, he could have took Ruby. But I really want to ride Ruby in since it's not super hot today. I think I can keep the groceries cool enough, and we'll just go from there. Kind of feels like we're on a merry-go-round over here. It's just, here we go round the track again, the track again.
But you know, I guess I've always been fortunate. Because when I ran pretty much the same way every day, day in, day out. And, you know, it was just what I did, and it didn't really bother me. I mean, it's nice to have a different flavor every now and then, but, you know, when it comes to exercise, getting it over is the thing I want. So the quickest way to get it over with is, you know, if you could somehow get me 45 minutes of exercise in 15 minutes, that's what I would like to change.
Yeah, Don and I don't approach the walk the same way. I'm out here for different reasons. I like to socialize with people, look at the wildlife, film content, take nature pictures, see if I can find any treasure. Unless it's super nasty weather, I'm not thinking about getting it over with. I'm enjoying my sweetheart, holding hands. Every once in a while, the conversation is not fun, but most days it is fun. So yeah, we're gonna try to make it around one more time. There's a moderate and orange storm just south of Fuquay, which is this direction, and headed north, so it's coming south to north today. I was telling Dawn, basically it was supposed to rain on and off the entire day today. Whatever that thing was that sort of come around us yesterday, it must have stalled out and spread wider. And anyway, we're going to try to get in one more lap. We're at 1.31 miles in 33 minutes right now. I would like to have walked the full hour, but I don't think that's going to happen. We did hear thunder twice, so I'm willing. I'm thinking it's okay to go around one more time, hopefully, but I don't think we're going to get around 2 more times. Well, we were close when it started to rain.
Yeah, well, you were right. Well, we might get one more lap in without getting wet.
I'm upset. We only went 1.5 miles.
Well, I went 1.66.
If it wasn't thundering and lightning, or
yeah, we heard
I didn't have to leave to go someplace,
yeah,
I would keep walking. But I can't afford to get, you know, too wet out there today. Yeah, we needed to get off the track, as much as it pained me. Well, this gives us a really nice cushion to get where we need to go this morning, so. Yeah, when I said moderate rain, I meant moderate rain. The couple that we see often with the red Model 3 just left the environmental park. Yeah. They tried to get in their morning walk and
they got rained out too.
Yeah.
Or rain shortened.
You're the best. I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't have any cavities.
I understand.
He won't. He's a good boy. I'm out of here at 10:26, which isn't as early as I wanted, but is earlier than usual. And ETA's 10:54, so I'm good right now. I'm good. Oh God, which way to go? I think through the neighborhood. I'm just not risking Piney Grove Wilbon today. Like I said, I think through the neighborhood, that utility work looked like a one-day thing, whereas Piney Grove Wilbon is an ongoing disaster. They put up a special weather statement, but not a severe thunderstorm warning. Basically, torrential rain, road flooding, 30-mile-an-hour wind, no mention of hail. So I'm just playing it cool. I'm not running late. I don't need to be in a hurry. I turned on my rear fog lights because Model Y just went past, and I was paying attention to the lights in front of me, and they're really not all that visible sometimes. The brake lights, the rear tail lights, and I thought, well, that extra light back there can't hurt in this rain. I leave the front ones on all the time because I like the look, but yeah, you can see the extra yellow symbol up there signifying the rear's on now. I'm supposed to be paying attention if the lights or the windshield wipers in the rain are fixed. And it's just pretty dark out here right now, so I can't really say if they're on. They're probably just on because it's dark. I love Ruby. I get in and I'm trying to get out of my jacket and put my purse and phone to the side, and I can just hit the brake and the door shut so it's not getting very wet. Being able to close the door quickly and conveniently by tapping the brake, it's just, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well, that wasn't nice. The dentist was great, but it's raining. I keyed back to the car and I hit the handle and it didn't open, and it said Century Event, the big old red eye over here. And I had to unlock my phone and go into the test lab to get myself in the car while it's raining. Urgh.
I'm down here on the end of the row in front of the store. That's a Model 3 from Hertz. Some sort of a minivan. There's another Model 3 white there. Midnight silver metallic over there. I'm gonna put on my rain jacket and hustle into the store today. There's plenty of room between me and this guy, and this is non-parking area over here. So there was a whole bunch of cars and a big Mack truck down on the end where I often park anyway. I really couldn't park over there today either. That is a really neat little cottage. I kind of think it might be homemade. It's like fired clay. Wow. Don't know that it would hold up outside in my yard though. 4th of July stuff. And I'm feeling motivated to get mine out this year. This guy's kind of cute though. It's still raining, but not like it was. It's an 8-quart Instant Pot, no air fryer function, which I didn't care about. It's brand new and it was $35, so I just couldn't leave it. I was gonna get this for Johnny for his dorm room, but they're prohibited. He said he wanted it please for his dad for probably Christmas, a gift later in the year, so I grabbed it. This Nespresso Virtuo coffee pot, it looks like it goes on Amazon for $269. It weighs about 20 pounds. I mean, seriously, it's heavy. It was $16, and I've been wanting to try one of those, and it looks nice and clean. I think I can clean it up. Let Dawn descale it one time. It'd be good. I did buy that little fairy garden stuff, and Johnny's gonna need some hangers in the dorm room. They're always a good deal here. So yeah, anyway, I got a couple things today. Let me push this cart back even in the rain. I told Don I needed him. I'm used to him, you know, popping up to the door for my shopping. Going shopping by yourself is hard. If you do the right thing with the cart. There's no cart returns out here. And Guardian Angel only has like 8 or 10 of these better carts. And you sure don't want anything to happen to them. So I'm doing the right thing even in the rain. But it's not pouring. It's not pouring. So that's good. Well, there's 3 Model 3s in sight, and 2 of them have aero wheels. Ever since Kyle's tweet about Hertz and aero wheels, I've been paying better attention. Is that a Bolt? I think it is. All right, now I'm gonna have to drive around and double check. I got the time today. It is a Spark out of Kentucky, and I see a muffler. It looked a little narrow for the Bolt, but that's why I drove the circle to be sure. This is probably a return. Sometimes when people drop off or pick up, the cars get left there for a little bit. Here, I'll just drive all the lanes now since I didn't walk it today. Wasn't trying to get out of walking, was trying to stay dry though. There's one more, 3. I hadn't seen a Y today. I'll have to check out that Kia from the rear. The one that was on my right there. I tell you, you want to see several makes of EVs, just go to your local Hertz. Yeah, that's a Kia Forte. I didn't think it was an EV6, but I wouldn't have wanted to have betted on it. It's another Model 3. Well, where's all the Model Ys today? Huh. I'll drive round back. I'll make a virtual bet that there's a Model Y back behind, because surely there's a Y here today somewhere. Yeah, that's because the people parking on the side of the building over here. And I would have to say most everybody goes around the building this way, but that's all right. He and I were both looking for another car, so it didn't have a bad outcome. Huh. There's a Polestar. Kind of a gold tone color. And there's the Bolt, and there's another 3. You see and another 3. Well, there's not a Y in sight today. But that goldish colored car, basically the third one on the right you can see is a Polestar. It's next to the Midnight Silver Metallic Model 3.
So there's the bridge, and of course the tree that we had taken out last week. And I was walking, taking the trash out, and I heard a crash, and this tree came down. Of course, now this one's been dead a while, but it was there, but it just let go. And fortunate for me, it fell away from everything, so it can just lay right there and rot, which is good for me.
The rain's not over, but I think the heavy rain is over, so I did not bring in my rain jacket. Hopefully I won't live to regret that. Something smells good. Somebody's cooking like hamburgers or something. I'm hungry. I'll be getting my hard-boiled egg and my 5 slices of roast beef. I've got Ruby's temperature set to 70. And I just wanted to say that she's putting out plenty cold air. So, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to drive her on a hot day and try to sort it out. You know, Don was going to take Ruby down to Charlotte this weekend. Free supercharging, trip car. I'm good with that. But if they're going to be hot because they took Ruby, they're going to take Jules, right? So, I sort of need to figure it out. Not hot enough today to figure it out. All I can tell you is right now the air coming out is, I don't know, 50-degree air. I mean, it's plenty cool. Yeah, we got lucky. Don had messaged me about it and told me, took a video which popped up in our partner sharing, and yeah, we're not even gonna have to move it or anything. That was just really lucky. I guess this one tree to the left really needs to go, but it's little. Don can handle it. It had nothing to do with us taking down the other tree or anything. It just it was dead and it was its time. We had a lot of rain soak it today, even though we didn't have winds per se.
Wow. That's all I could say.
Thank you. That was really sweet. One of our viewers and friends we've made through YouTube sent us a replacement birdhouse to let us know that someone cares about the birds and us. Yep. That was very thoughtful. We really appreciate it. I won't mention the name because I don't know if it's okay to do that, but I will say that this person was able to name the names of all 8 cats on the... and that was just... We're touched. We really are. Nice. We've met some of the nicest people through making the videos, and that's just the way it is. So I told Don that he's got to take Dad's ladder down the trail. The police chief told us that was such a nice thing that we did, but we really need to put it use a ladder to install it, so that it's not reachable by people, at least less reachable. So
I'll do that.
So we'll maybe Sunday, you know, usually we do those extra things on the trail on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is really great. What You know, our viewers are really great people, really sweeties, I'm telling you.
Note this box is all screws.
Yeah,
Well, you know, Dawn, that other box came from Guardian Angel.
Yeah.
And I bought it because it spoke to me because it had the painting on it or whatever. And it was a good price. And I buy all of our stuff at Guardian Angel. That's just the way it is. I like reduce, reuse, recycle when I can.
Right. That's us.
And if Don had known somebody was going to pull it apart, he feels bad he didn't screw it together better before he put it on the tree. He could have kept them from pulling it apart like that.
Right. They'd have had to
hurt themselves.
work to do it.
Yeah. So, Marty, hi. Oh, Don didn't mean to scare you with the box. Marty was in and out of the house, and we was carrying stuff in, and he was a little concerned. He's okay, but hi. Stripe didn't quite seem himself when I walked up. Are you okay, bud? Are you that sleepy, or did you and Tux get into it? You both seem okay. Hey, Tux. Oh, that is a stretch and a half, buddy. Good boy. You coming back in looking for food, Marty? There's food in the cat hotel, but I'm not scaring Morris off to go show you. He's in the chair. I know every day how lucky I am, seriously, but basically this coffee pot is so clean that we figure they use the sample variety pack that came with it probably and then never used it again. And the reason why is because it needs to be descaled, which is no surprise. Don descales our Keurig all the time because we make a lot of coffee. And anyway, this one, after a while, it won't let you make coffee anymore. So the poor person that had it probably thought it was broke, or it just wasn't in the cards for them to figure out how to do it. And Don and I have read it up together. Well, Don's done this a few times with the Keurig, so he knows. But, you know, there's procedures in the manual, but still, poor people. Oh, that's an expensive, I mean, it's Nespresso, but it's Breville. I mean, you notice this thing behind here Don has for his coffee is Breville.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, that was an expensive thing for somebody to...
Yeah.
Maybe it was a gift and they didn't want to pay the money for the metal pods, which are pricey.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyway, we're going to descale it. I don't like for Don to grind his coffee in the morning when I'm within 5 feet of it because I am a morning person, but I'm not a morning person and it's really loud. Well, this Breville Nespresso is no quieter.
This is a guy machine. It gets up and growls in the morning.
It basically, you have to be a rocket scientist to figure out how to descale this thing. So who has this? If you have one and you've made it through the descaling process, we just share a story or something with it. Because it took me and Dawn, both of us, 2 computers, a YouTube video, and 10 minutes to figure it out. And we're not too ashamed to admit it.
Yeah. I fumbled a couple times.
Well, I like I said, this thing retails. It's really expensive on Amazon. And I know why they got rid of it. Because they didn't know what to do with it. Everybody doesn't have a Dawn.
Yeah, well, I guess.
You proclaiming it ready for trial?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was showing me it. That's how you adjust it to be closer to it coming out, like smaller cups.
Yeah, this is, the 5.5 ounce cup. And this is like the 12-ounce cup. You know,
I'll never have it higher.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing about 5.5 ounces.
That's for those little dainty clear, you know.
Yeah, I don't know who those people are.
Stripe did not approve of the noise. It scared him. He came in and then it did one of its cycles and it scared him to death. Yes, Poor guy.
It is noisy.
Yeah. And the house now smells like vinegar.
Yeah, fresh vinegar. I'm sorry.
I got a few Lego things done. This is Emma's deluxe bedroom 41342. It's missing all the stuff that goes out here. It's just this. There's supposed to be a phone here. But other than that, that is complete. And then this one over here is, I'm pulling up the page on my computer, Andrea's bedroom 41341. And This part of it is complete. But again, there's some stuff missing off to the side. And they both need minifigures, and preferably the right girl for the right bedroom. And then this over here, I said last night, the only thing missing on it is I need a clear glass window, which I ordered. I ordered a bunch of them because I need them for this too, and I don't have enough. And this thing is pretty neat. It opens up. It's got lots of hinges. And it is very complete, minus 3 pieces of hanging clothing, the hangers and the clothing. I probably have the clothing, and I happened to order some hangers last night. So that's coming. I'm trying to remember what the name of this one is. High nighttime. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter what it is. I can't get it to come up quick enough. Yeah, this is 41104 Pop Star Dressing Room. So clothes and a minifigure. I don't know that I'm going to worry about trying to rebuild, you know, the other stuff that goes with it, because it's quite playable with these other pieces on its own. But I will add more minifigures. And tomorrow is the boat. I think the boat's the last thing out of that bunch of pile of stuff that I need to reconstruct. And then I can get back to regularly scheduled programming, which is that building back there. So, time to take Johnny to Taekwondo, though. I had to put Stripe back outside. He would not stop getting on the counter. But worse than that, every time he would come up, he wanted attention. So he'd swat Legos off the counter, or you know, try to chew them. He was just doing, you know, nighttime she comes up and she's tiny and she stays off to the side, and very rarely she might knock one on the floor, but that's pretty rare. But Stripe puts him in his mouth, and I was like, boy, you are in so much trouble. He's not Lego certified like you. That's right. You're a good girl. It's cleared up significantly, yet it's still raining lightly. We're well over an inch yesterday and today now. I didn't look on the way out because I was rushing as usual. Johnny's at Taekwondo. I've got to run into Walmart and get him some more glue sticks for the 3D printer. I'm just going to buy 2 large packs this time. I need a couple other things. I'm going to grab them. I don't really have time to browse tonight and go home. Don's going to come back and get Johnny, and I'm going to start cooking dinner. Don offered to go to Walmart and buy the glue sticks if that would help me out with dinner, but I told him I thought, you know, this was good. I mean, I super appreciate that Don is willing to do almost anything to help run the household. He's a great partner. But, you know, I'm not sending him into Walmart unless there's a critical need. I'll take that for the team pretty much every time. I emptied the rain gauge 1 9/10.
Wow.
Just shy of 2 inches. So
we picked up an inch since this morning.
Yeah, and it rains in the forecast for tomorrow afternoon. I don't think we're going to wake up to it.
Right, okay.
So, dinner be done in a few minutes. We're having
thighs,
chicken thighs, skin on.
Yeah.
Fried into cast iron skillet and some bacon grease. And I got the chicken deboned for the kitties, and it's 8:30 and I'm plumb wore out.
I bet you are.
But my ankle's not hurting. I'm listening to Sunday's video in the Blackberry, and how it worked up from so innocent, take the day easy, to we're out there in the full sun in the middle of the day picking thorny blackberries off those bushes with thorns, and I fell. Yeah. Well, my ankle's doing good. It was good enough today. I didn't have her treat that. We did my back and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because you said you were gonna have her.
Right. It's really well. If it was bothering me, we absolutely would have done my ankle, but it wasn't bothering me. So.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah, I hear you. But I had extra coffee. Don's trying to use up some beans that were yucky, and I had him make me some of it for iced coffee, and I drank too much too late. I'll be lucky if I sleep.
I'm going to need coffee tomorrow morning because I got an 8:30 conference call.
Oh, my God. Okay. Ordering those Nespresso pods is more complicated than I thought. I can't make it. Well, they have these semi-variety packs, but really what it is 3 sleeves they sort of threw together. I really want a pack, and like every flavor they make, I want 1 or 2.
Right.
So I don't know. Anyway, maybe they have that at Black Friday, but they don't have it right now.
Right.
But and Walmart was a bust on anything but the original ones. You're yawning on me again.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. There's dinner.
Yep.